everyone who is online, who is supporting it in some other time. I'm glad to see all of you and hope you will enjoy the first Ukrainian language and culture lessons. I found some Ukrainian lessons on YouTube, so if you would like to deep more, you can find them as well. But here they're my first lesson, and I hope I will be useful and helpful. For sure, in the end, I will be waiting for your feedback. This video will be recorded and added to the YouTube, and you will see it anytime. So here we go. Welcome to Ukrainian language and culture. Let me tell a few words about myself. My name is Olga. I'm Ukrainian, currently living in Porto, but I'm traveling every month in different cities, different countries, so I'm not sure how long I will stay here. What I'm doing now, I'm providing online and offline yoga lessons, meditation, gratitudes, and by the way, on Tuesday I will have the lesson. You may check the updates on my Instagram page. And yes, that's the main direction what I'm doing now. Yes, that's all. I guess. So let's start our lesson. Let's speak about Ukrainian culture. First of all, the first part. If you don't know yet, Ukraine actually is the biggest country in Europe. You can see on the map that Ukraine is really the biggest one, and total area of Ukraine is 603,000 square kilometers. Compare, for example, to Portugal. Where am I? Yeah, it's only 92,000 square kilometers. Or Spain, it's you can see there picture on the map. I mean, you can see the Spain and France. They looks like really big, but anyway, they are smaller than Ukraine. The Spain, for example, it's 505,000 square kilometers. But population is smaller. I mean, compare with Spain, we are around. It was the latest update I found. It was 38 million people, and in Spain it's 47 million people. I didn't check other countries, but anyway, if compared with the big countries, European countries, not compare the Portugal, because Portugal is much less, so yes, it's speak about their area and population. If speak about their main cities, here you can find Kyiv, for sure, the capital of Ukraine. I'm sure you're aware about that. Kharkiv, it actually was the first capital of Ukraine. Ukraine became independent in 1991. And Kharkiv was the first capital. Then it becomes Kyiv. Unfortunately, I don't remember the reasons, but yes, there is true. And currently, Kharkiv, yes, the current troops from Russia just completely destroys Kharkiv. Kharkiv is the biggest city in Ukraine, as far as I remember, even bigger than Kyiv. On this map as well, you can see the Crimea. It was occupied. It calls annexion of Crimea from Russia. It was in 2014 year, and you can see this red zone on the east, Donetsk and Luhansk. This part of Ukraine also was occupied by Russian troops on 2014, and yes, and the rest of Ukraine still fine. What else I would like to add here? I guess, yeah, that's the main information according to the map. Sorry, if you can see this next to the Belarus, it's numbers 38 and such a small green line. It's actually the I'm sorry, I think I'm mistake, because in somewhere this area it's Chernobyl, and I'm trying to find where is it. Yes, I guess. Yes, again, this zone, a small red zone, it's a Chernobyl, where was explosion in 1986. Actually, that time Ukraine was under Russia as well, but I will tell about that later. So, the capital of Ukraine is Kiev, you know, and it's Kyiv, because Kiev, it's Russian pronunciation. Ukrainian is Kyiv. And you can see this nice and beautiful picture before February. Yeah, that's a beautiful subway, city, and Babin Yar. It's one of the places in Kyiv, very, as you can see, very green and very beautiful. And friend of mine, and actually my office of my company was not too far, around 100, maybe 200 meters from there. And so how does it look before? And actually, how does it look right now? The same subway, the same Babin Yar you can see, and this picture sent my friend because she's living not far from here. Yes, so you can see, I'm sure you can see the difference, and I definitely want to recommend and invite you to visit Ukraine when everything is finished, because we will rebuild it and it will be much more beautiful even than before. If speak what happened about the last days, the Russians started to attack their nuclear plant. It's actually, Ukraine has the largest nuclear plant in Europe. It's Zaporizhzhia power plant. And I mentioned before that we have one more before Chernobyl. And so you can understand, if they explore, if this plant explosion, it will be disaster for the whole Europe and for Russia as well, because when I don't know if you're aware about the nuclear things, but you just disappear. Everything just like in one moment disappear. And it's who close to this nuclear plant. Some people who is far from that, they will get radiation so high that they can get injuries inside the body. And that's why actually in Ukraine and Russia or Belarus we have a lot of people who has a cancer, because it's their consequences after nuclear explosion. And the same, it's actually that affected to all the world, because it's the difference in the air. It's not clean anymore. And it has a terrible influence on the body. And you can see the picture how Russian troops attack it. It was only a few days ago. It's still safe, but who knows, because they are still there. Just to comparing, I would like to share this Chernobyl explosion zone. It becomes, as I mentioned before, it happened in 26 April 1986 year. You can see the picture before. Here it was living area, regular city, and what happened after. It's just city, it's still city, but without people, like in horrible movies, because in this area you still can't live, you still can't breathe, because it's a lot of radiation over there. And actually that time Ukraine was also under Russian control, and so they already did it. That's why we are asking people now to go to demonstrate and ask NATO to close the sky. Otherwise that could be the second nuclear accident, and it will has much more bigger influence, because as far as I remember, Chernobyl in fifths less than in Zaporizhia, and this compared with this one. So you can imagine the size of catastrophe if they will explore this plant. And yes, what I wanted to recommend is TV show Chernobyl by HBO. They showed really amazing how does it work, how it was, who was involved, and how Russia can decided, how Russia was so scared about their government that regular people on this station, they're afraid of to tell the truth what's going on there. And that's actually, we see the same situation now. But I definitely recommend you to see this TV show. It consists of only nine episodes, I guess, but they showed very well. So highly recommend to see that. And by the way, in this place near Chernobyl, we have the other city. It calls Pripyat, and it's still abandoned, but in Ukraine they provide excursion, and you can come. You are fully in full uniform, and you can see a bit of this space of this city. You can visit just a small part of this plant, yes, because it's still full of radiation, so you can't go deeper. But we have already in Ukraine have excursion to this place after 20 years. Well, and that's what I would like to share for today about Ukrainian culture, and highly appreciate your support with demonstration to close the sky in Ukraine for NATO. We have already sent petition to them, which a lot of people from all over the world signed. So we'll see how does it work. And if speak about the Ukrainian language, it's very beautiful, really very beautiful. I would compare, if you know French or you heard French, because I really like French, I do like, and for me it's similar. Sounds very beautiful. But let's speak about major difference of the Ukrainian language from English. First of all, it's Cyrillic writing. It's Cyrillic letters, and it's the most and the biggest difference, which usually stops people to start to learn this language, because it's quite hard. It's not Latin letters. Then we have two forms of U address. It's formal and informal. You can find it in other languages as well. Absence of articles. I hated articles in English, really, because I couldn't understand why should we use them. The second one, a relatively loose word order in sentence. We can say how we want. So that's a huge plus, I would say. 3 genders of nouns. We have like he, she, it. Nouns change their endings. It's also like in German. I was studied a bit, and depending on their function in the sentence, sometimes it could be challenge, but even if you pronounce without this ending, that's fine. Everybody understands you, so don't worry if you do some mistakes. Besides grammatical tenses, present, past, future forms of verbs express the idea of completed or progressive action. We will learn it, I don't know when, but we will, most of the time, we will stay on the present, past, future. Yes, and here we go, our alphabet. We have, it's Cyrillic alphabet, and there are 33 letters altogether. And here you can find the transcription. I hope it will be helpful. And here I will pronounce and read the word. So you can just repeat by me. And I don't know how does it, I think yes, I will do like that. So you will see their transcription as well, and you will see the letters. So A, ananas, B, барабан, В, валіза, Г, горіх, Д, дерево. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the G because it's a new one in our alphabet. G, гудзик. It's very similar to G, горіх, and G, гудзик. They're very similar, but just small difference. Д, дерево, Е, енергія, Є, єнот, Ж, жаба, жаба, З, зуб, І, дитина, І, іграшка, Ї, їжак, Йот, йога, К, книжка, Л, літак, М, морква, Н, ножиці, О, огірок, П, прапор, Р, риба, С, сумка, Т, телефон, У, Україна, Ф, фотоапарат, Х, хліб, С, цукерка, Ч, чай, Ша, шапка, Ща, щітка. And here you have a sign. It's pronounced like in Ukrainian який знак, but what does it do? For example, here's Ukrainian word сіль. It you don't need to pronounce that letter. It's more like sound. It makes sound more smoothly. Юшка. Я. Яблуко. So you can just repeat it by myself. And here we go. So here I believe it's helpful. So see, you can read how does it sounds, the Ukrainian alphabet, and let's speak just a few words which you can already know about pronouns. Here you can find transcription and in English for sure. Я, I, ты, you, it's informal when you speak with friends. We usually use you. Ты. Exactly. Ты. Він. He. Воно. It. Вона. She. Ми. Ви. Ви. You. It's formal. Or when you speak to older people, then you, and when you usually speak to your team lead or your so then we usually use вы. And when at school, when pupils ask teacher will be вы. So it shows more when you would like to express how do you appreciate the person, and yes, I would say appreciate. Yeah. And вони, they. Here's a few words which you can use. Actually, the basic, yeah. If you're someday, I believe you will come to Ukraine and you can say. So I will say it in Ukrainian, and then let's say in English, like, hi, my name is Olga, or Ola. I prefer Ola. I'm from Ukraine. Where are you from? In Ukrainian, just try to repeat by myself. I know that could be sounds weird, but just try to repeat. And this phrase you have already can say that even, hi, my name is Olga, I'm from Ukraine. So you can say, hi, my name is Olga, I'm from Portuguese, or I'm from, I don't know, Czech Republic or Poland or whatever. So just repeat by myself. Привіт. Мене звати Ольга. Я з України. А ти звідки? So you can see the letters in English anyway, yes, so you can read them. And for example, if you would like to say I'm from, I don't know, okay, let's from Portuguese, because currently I'm in Portugal now. Oh, sorry, if you are from Portugal. You will say, Привіт. Мене звати Ольга. Я з Португалії. А ти звідки? So it's the first phrase actually which you can say, which you usually use when you meet some other people, and when you arrive to Ukraine, you can use this phrase. Already you can use this phrase. Okay, here we go. Some basic daily words, which for sure you will say everywhere, in the supermarket, in the hotel, wherever. So hi. Привіт. Good morning. Добрий ранок. Good afternoon. Добрий день. Good evening. Добрий вечір. Have a good night. Добра ніч. How are you? Як справи? I'm fine, thanks. Добре. Дякую. Also, you can use another word. Гарно. Дякую. If so-so. Не дуже. And you. А в тебе. Very easy, right? So now you can say hi, or good morning, or good afternoon. You can say have a good night, or how are you? If you need some help here to, I think with the pronunciation of that word, just let me know. I will be glad to make some audio record for you. If you need, you can text me to Instagram or Facebook, wherever you find me. Yeah, so that's it. And for now, you can say like hello, what's your name, where are you from, and you can ask how are you. So it's a start. If you have any questions, please let me know. And please subscribe the pages to follow the updates about new lessons. Here you can find my Instagram. It's a new page, new Instagram and new Facebook. And on my Facebook, actually, you can find the previous one. Also, I ask you to share the feedback. Maybe you would like to know something more, or something was unusual for you and I need to pay attention for that more. So please just share your feedback. And it's my first lesson about Ukrainian language, so I'm not sure that everything was fine, but I hope you understand everything. And I believe that it will be helpful when you arrive to Ukraine, because people in Ukraine really very, I forgot this word in English, very open and very helpful. So yes, I would like to add more information about real ways how you can help. Here you may find the page for donation, and you can take a screen or just text me in Instagram or Facebook. I will send to you these links. So yes, it's up to you as you wish. We take different nations for sure for our army first of all, and again for our army, yes, for our country, for our army. And here also you may take. I'm sorry. You may find some other official funds, and speak about their donations. Without money you can bring necessary medicine or food. In Porto, for example, bring medicine and food to this address. It's official address, so you can take a picture or you can text me as well. I will share with you the location, but here's actually the location in the Instagram page. They collect all things and transfer to Ukraine, and also you may find it in your city, in your country, where you can how you can be helpful. Here you may use donation to IT Army. It's by cryptocurrency and bank card. Please let me know if you'll help a problem with the bank card. And what else I would like to add here? Yes, I think that's all. It's we have different IT Army, different channels. I'm in this IT Army. I help these guys, so that's why I shared their information, because I'm working with them. And here you may find our Ministry of Digital Transformation, and they sent to them as well. And what else I would like to add? A bit confused, I don't know why. Yes, I think that's all. Thank you for your time. I hope that I was helpful for you. I will share information about the next lesson on the Facebook, on Instagram page. So you may join my Instagram page, this one, Facebook and Instagram. And hope to see you next lesson. If you have any questions, or maybe confused somewhere, you didn't get the information, please let me know. It's my first Ukrainian first lesson about Ukrainian language, so I hope it was useful anyway. But for sure I would be glad to see your comments in Instagram and on the Facebook as well, and share new ideas. How do you see the other lessons, and maybe you have some priority about the time also, please let me know. So thank you for your time. I wish you a peaceful and nice day, and hope to see you there next time. Thank you.